It's the big showdown between the digital assistants. We've got the Google Nest Hub Max in this corner and the new Amazon Echo Show 10 in this one. If you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button to know when we come out with new ones. Today, we're going to check out the features of these and let you know which are the best. Starting off, you can see they both have the giant screens. The Google comes in at 10 inches. Amazon takes it a little bit further with 10.1 inches. They both have some decent music capability and sound. They have two tweeters and a woofer built into the speaker component. You can see they both have cameras up top here as well. And we'll get into some of the uses for that. The Google Nest Hub Max comes in at 6.5 megapixels. The Amazon takes it up a notch once again at 13 megapixels. Which is better? Well, let's get into it. The first thing I want to try is how fast it loads certain apps, like Netflix. They both have it built in. So we'll start off with Amazon here. Alexa, play Stranger Things on Netflix.
Getting Stranger Things from Netflix.
It seems to be going all over the place here, but let's see what we got. So that came in at 9.65 seconds. Now let's try it on the Google Nest Home Max. Hey Google, play Stranger Things on Netflix.
Sure, playing Stranger Things on Netflix.
That was actually pretty fast. That came in at 6.8 seconds. We did try this a few times. Overall, we did get different speeds and how fast it loaded, but it seemed that the Google Nest Hub Max was quicker in pretty well most of the situations there. Next up, we're going to check how responsive they are. How far away can I be and have them still hear me? The Amazon Echo Show actually has 4 microphones built into it. The Google Nest Hub Max has 2. So I'm just going to step back a bit here and try them both out. Past the wires here. Hey Google. Alexa.
I'll take that as a compliment, but I'm your Google
It's
Assistant.
already following me.
Let
I'm
me
going to
know
go
how
back
I
even
can
further
help.
now. Alexa. Still hearing me. Hey Google. Looks like it's still going.
Sorry, I don't know that, but you have Samuel L. Jackson, celebrity voice for Alexa enabled. Do you want to open it?
No. Alexa. Hey Google. Alexa. Hey Google. It was a bit of a journey, but it looks like from our testing, and we actually tried several different areas in my home. They were both quite excellent at picking up the voice commands, but I would have to give the edge to the Amazon Echo Show. So another reason that people might look at these digital assistants is to tie it into their smart home technology. Both do a fairly good job with that. Some a little easier than others. I did find with Alexa, using the skills was a little easier for me to get a lot of the smart lights and vacuums, etc. hooked up. But let's just see how responsive they are. I've got a smart lock, a Wiser smart lock. We'll start off with Google here. Hey Google, lock the front door.
Sure, requesting to lock front door.
So that was pretty good. Within a couple seconds, it actually locked the front door. So let's try Alexa now. Alexa, lock the front door.
Locking. Hang on.
Roughly the same time. Alexa sometimes took a little bit longer, but it was never more than a second. Let's try the family room lights behind me here. I think Alexa's dancing like no one's watching. Alexa, turn off the family room lights.
Okay.
Relatively quick. Hey Google, turn on the family room lights. What happened
Got
there?
it. Turning 2 lights on.
It went off and came back on.
Oh, really?
Did they?
Okay. Okay, let's try out smart lights. Alexa, turn off the family room lights.
Okay.
Hey Google, turn on the family room lights.
All right, turning 2 lights on.
Pretty quick. I found for most cases they were within a couple seconds of each other, and kind of both ways as well. So who wins the smart home battle? It's a tough question. I mean, they both do it really well, but if I had to give an edge, I would give it to Amazon, and I'll tell you why. With their newest device here, they've also got the Zigbee networking protocol built in. So this is a standard that a lot of devices in the smart home category use, and because you've got it built into the device here, you don't have to buy a separate hub for them, which is kind of a nice feature. Another reason is just the ease of use in setting up the different smart home devices in your house. I find with the skills, it's just that much easier to get things working properly. You just have to go into the Alexa app and download the skill for the device you want to set up. So for example, I've got some Roku TVs in the house, smart TVs. I've got some Roomba, iRobot vacuums. I would just basically download that skill and it's all ready to go. With Google, it's a little bit more convoluted. There's a few more steps involved. It's not that difficult, but just from an ease of use standpoint, again, Amazon comes out on top there. So again, both really good at smart home integration, but just giving that edge to the Amazon Alexa universe. Next up, let's see how smart these are and how well they respond to certain voice commands. Something that a lot of people use these devices for are timers in the kitchen. I can't live without them now. So we'll try Google here. Hey Google, set an egg timer for 3 minutes.
All right, a 3-minute timer called egg. Starting now.
Alexa, set an egg timer for 3 minutes.
Egg timer, 3 minutes, starting now.
I have to say that I do like Google's approach to it. And when the timer's over, it's actually quite playful. They, depending what you've asked for, whether it's pizza or cookies, little animations come up. But you can also set second timers. Hey Google, set a cookie timer for 5 minutes.
Second timer, cookie, for 5 minutes. And we're starting now.
Alexa, set a cookie timer for 5 minutes. Google's pretty excited
Cookie
about the
timer,
cookies.
5 minutes, starting now.
There was one interesting thing I did find though. Google always seemed to keep the timers up no matter what. A lot of times if you just had the single timer on the Echo here, and you can even see it now, it just kind of defaults back to the home screen or the photo gallery, which, I mean, it's okay, but I do like having the timers up. I mean, you're using them for a reason. You're probably in the kitchen. It's nice to have them front and center. If you're enjoying our video, please subscribe to our channel. It's so easy, and make sure you hit the notify button. And if you want to see other types of videos, leave that in the comment section below. So another feature that people use the digital assistants for is for calling. Voice calls to landlines and cell lines, but also video calling. They both have the cameras built into it, so they're both capable of doing it. Let's try Amazon's first. Alexa, call John Beeler on his Alexa device.
Calling John Beeler's Alexa devices.
So you had to set this up in the Alexa app, but once you did, it worked quite well. And there we have John. Hey, John. I found it was kind of cool because he's got some Amazon Echo devices, but he also has Amazon Alexa on his smartphone. And that's the cool thing. If friends you have got that app downloaded on an Android or an iPhone, you can make video calls to them. I'm going to hang up on John here. This also ties in with Skype, so you can make voice calls with Skype. They say online you can do video calls with Skype. Have not figured that out yet for the life of me. So over to Google. We have had a hell of a time trying to set this up with Google Duo, and that's what they're using for their video calling. I have Google Duo on my iPhone, and it works quite well. But for the life of me, and for the life of the team, we have not been able to set it up on the Google Nest Home Max. And I'll show you what happens here. Hey Google, call John Beeler on Duo.
Looks like that contact isn't set up for Duo calling. You can invite new contacts to Duo calling using the Duo mobile app on your phone.
Sounds easy, but it's not. But if John tries calling me on Duo, somehow that works. So somehow it knows it's John. We'll just get him to call. He's actually in the next room, so you can hear what's going on here. Oh, now it won't even show up here. So I have in the past made this work. I don't know how I did, and I'm gonna have to give the video calling over to Amazon. It just seemed to work a lot smoother. Google always seemed to have some hoops of fire that I had to jump through to make it work, and as of this taping here, we weren't able to make it work. If we can, we will do another video comparing that feature alone. So a lot of people buy these for the speakers. They're listening to music on them, and these are pretty good. They've got the two tweeters, the woofer built into it, so we're gonna do a little sound off between the two. I'm gonna start off with the Google Nest Hub Max, and we're gonna play our TV show theme song so we don't get in trouble. Okay, let's try it on the Amazon Echo Show. I'm not like a sound or audio expert, but I could hear some differences. It sounded, I mean, they were both pretty good, but I found that it was a little bit murkier on the Google Nest Hub Max. Most of the songs that we tried on here, including the vocals, it was a lot crisper. There seemed to be more in the middle as well. They both did well on the bass. I would have to say that the Google Nest Hub Max maybe had more bass, but that's not always necessarily better, but it did have more. But overall, I would have to say this had a fuller sound, seemed to be more in the middle, and I could hear the voices. They were a lot crisper and a lot more easy to hear. So in this particular test, it looks like Amazon takes this one. Let's wrap this all up now. These are two great devices. You really can't make a bad decision either way. And it really does come down to the ecosystem that you live in. You know, everything from the phone you use to the smart home devices that you have in your house. And that, for most people, will come down to which one they're going to purchase. But in the case of these two ones, there does have to be a final decision, doesn't there? Well, I would have to probably give it over to the Amazon Echo Show 10 in this particular comparison. They do have some better features in this particular device. The sound is richer with the speaker system that they have going on. And for me, I really enjoy the swiveling screen. Not everyone's gonna like that, I know, but I like it. I have one of these in my kitchen, so when I am going around the kitchen and I'm watching a Netflix show, or if I'm on a video call, it follows me, and it just makes it that much easier to use. Google is coming out with a new one, and you'll have to stay tuned for future videos where we'll be comparing that to the Amazon Echo Show 10. If you like that video, or like this video, sorry, and you want to see that future one, you can get notified by subscribing to our channel and hitting that notification button. We'll see you again next time.